we definitely want you to come back for that. This is our bonus session, so that's what's happening in the next few minutes. All right, here we go. I got to read again. I hate this stuff. All right. This guy, I've met him because I'm a member of NSA, which is National Speakers Association. He's the former president of the New Jersey chapter. He is master negotiator. Who needs to know how to negotiate better and get people to do what you want them to do? Okay, well, that's what he's going to teach you. He's internationally known, sought-after speaker. I love seeing NSAers. I love seeing how they speak. Known as the master negotiator, extensive background in management and business, being a business owner since 1993. He's an author and presenter who's mastered the art of negotiating and reading body language. Now, he's going to be looking at your body and your language. So there, all right. He's appeared on numerous TV and radio programs, author of the highly acclaimed book titled Negotiate, Afraid No More, the video DVD titled How to Read and Use Body Language, and a whole bunch of other self-paced, that's cool, products related to becoming a better negotiator while reading body language to enhance the process. His next book, Negotiate and Read Body Language, Negotiation Strategies to Get What You Want, will be coming to a bookstore near you soon. And we were talking about him before and the contract, and he'll bring that up a little bit about, he has a contract on the table with a major publisher. We'll talk about that too. But he's doing just what we've been teaching. He's got to be published, and he's going to teach you about negotiating. Welcome, Greg Williams. All right. I love the way you run up here. It's beautiful. All right, man.
Hey, Rick. Good evening. Okay, first of all, how many of you would agree if you can read body language, you can interpret what's on someone's mind? How many of you also know that you can lead people with your actions? How many of you think I'm a fantastic guy? Okay, we're going to talk about some ways that you can not only read people, but at the same time, a few quick negotiation strategies that you can employ in order to maximize any outcome that you seek during a negotiation. Now, when you're actually reading body language, one of the things that you have to be aware of is the fact that at times things, well, okay, there you go. Sometimes when you're reading body language, you don't necessarily want the body language that you're interpreting to be acted upon. I mean, think about this poor little guy here. And first of all, I'm thinking this big guy's wife must be some kind of, well, never mind, we'll leave that alone. Nevertheless, though, as I was saying, as you're reading someone's body language, you can get insight into their mindset. And as you get insight into their mindset, one of the things that you do is glean information about them. Then what you have to do is base what you have picked up from them against future things that they say throughout a negotiation process. Are you with me? All right, see, I like that. You guys are right on target for sure. How do you actually detect when someone is lying? Does anyone know? Their eyes, the eyes have it, the eyes have it. Let me have a volunteer real fast, please. Thank you. That's what happens when you sit too close, okay? Come on down. And your name is?
Kellyanne.
Hey, Kellyanne, I'm Greg Williams. How are you doing?
Very well.
That's very good, Kellyanne. You feeling good today?
I feel wonderful.
Why are you going in circles? No. Okay, now did anyone observe how Kellyanne and I shook hands? You did? Okay, what did you observe? It wasn't firm. It was kind of hanging out. Whose? You said it was hanging out? Oh, okay, never mind. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Okay, no, there's that handshake. Did you see that? Can everyone see that? Okay, that's a nice firm handshake. Now, one of the things I could do is to actually do one of these things, which says, I'm on top, okay? And Kelly could go, oh, no, you're not. Exactly. Kelly could actually grab both hands. Hold on. She could do one of these things, and she'd be in a more controlling environment with both of her hands over mine. At which time I might go here. Hi, Kelly. That would be it. That would be it. And from there, I'd go, nice, Kelly, or something of that nature. Yeah, really, right? Thank you, Kelly. And Kelly, would you like something nice for the bedroom? I know that's right. Kelly said, I'm afraid to answer now. No. This is an LLP CD on how become a better negotiator.
I'm there.
All you do is put it on and go to sleep. That's what I meant about nice for the bedroom. You guys in your
you.
mind. Thank you. Now, detecting lies from someone's eyes. Again, when you look at someone's eyes, you can observe in most cases, if someone is trying to recall something, they'll look up and to the left. So if you say, what did you do last night? People will go, oh, last night, and they'll go into reflective mode. If they're trying to be creative, what they'll do is look up and to the right. And it's like, so last night you were out with Jill, right? Yes. You have to question when you see someone do that. Plus that, we pick up signs all day long in any environment that we're in, and thus we don't pay attention to a lot of those signs. Now look at that picture and tell me exactly what you see. Just shout it out, shout it out, shout it out. Face with glasses, liar, ooh. Looking down. Did you hear someone say liar? He wasn't referring to me, okay? But did you see the word liar? Now, how many? Oh! See, it was there all the time, and yet some people did not pick it up. So again, things happen in your environment all the time, and you just have to be aware of what's going on in your environment. Cool, right? Yeah, cool. Okay. We talked about the handshake a moment ago. There are other aspects of the handshake that you can use to actually anchor someone. Now, Kellyanne may not have realized the fact that I actually had this finger on her wrist. Did you realize that? No. But guess what? If I did the same thing to you at another time, you'd go, dang, I like that guy. And you wouldn't know why. But it would be because I anchored you, because very few people shake hands with the finger on somebody's wrist, you know? And some people go, that's weird, Greg. But no, it's not. It's yet another way to actually anchor someone. So think about different ways that you can be special. There was a state senator in my home state of New Jersey that would, every time I could see her a block away, and I'd think to myself, okay, I know what she's going to do. Since women tend to have smaller hands than men, she would go and grab my fingers. No matter how I would try to extend my hand to shake her hand, she'd always grab the fingers and control me. I'm like, it's not going to happen this time. It's not going to happen this time. It's not going to happen this time. Hello, state senator. And she'd still grab the fingers. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I felt like I lost every time with her. But yet another way to actually control. Is that for me, sir? Yet another way to actually control things. Talking about hand signals now. Look at this gesture. We were talking about the hand on the shoulder. Yeah, oh yes. Just happened a few weeks ago at the Republican debates. Now, you notice the finger also from Rick Perry going, okay, watch it, that's right. And at that particular point in time, Romney already had his hand on Perry's shoulder. And the exchange right there was like, ooh, this is going to be a smackdown, you know? That was exactly what I was thinking. Now, observe further from the video what else actually occurred in this particular situation. I said observe.
I'll tell you what the facts are.
Rick, again.
You had them where you.
I'm
your
speaking. I'm
newspaper,
speaking.
The
I'm
newspaper.
Finger
I'm
say
time
no,
for you to
hand
get
says
30,
no.
You
Okay,
get 30
stop it.
seconds.
Time for you
This
to
is the
tell
way
the
the
truth,
rules
Ed.
work here is that I get 60 seconds.
Well, no, but the American
and then
people
you
want
get
the
30
truth.
seconds to respond, right?
And they want
Anderson,
to hear you say that you knew
would
you had
would you
illegals
please wait?
working.
Are you just going to keep talking? Are
Yes,
you going to let me
sir.
finish with what I have to say? You have a problem with allowing someone to finish speaking. And I suggest that if you want to become president of the United States, you got to let both people speak. So first, let me speak.
You notice that exchange? There was a serious power struggle going on there. At the very end, you may have noticed that Romney said, let me speak. It's like, I'm in control here. What do you think about me now? You know, one of those type things. And that exchange just brought to fact the thought that so many politicians, first of all, have to make sure that they always have the upper hand, but at the same time, they will do things that catch them out of character at times, because that really could have turned into a very nasty, very, very nasty situation. So be careful how you use hand gestures and signals, but at the same time, understand the value that is conveyed in such acts. Okay, assumptive questions. Does anyone know what an assumptive question is? I assume you guys know. Assumptive questions will actually position yourself in a negotiation such that as you ask the question, so I understand that in the past you have given out $1 million book signing contracts, correct? And you got that nonverbal gesture going like this at the same time. Now the person to whom you're speaking thinks, does he know that I've given out such contracts in the past? But even if the person says, no, I haven't, you've gained some additional information. So that's one way to actually use assumptive questions. Questions to answer questions. Someone real fast, try to find out where I live. You should have picked up on it already, but real fast, because I'm running out of time. Is it interesting to know whether or not I live in Henderson, Nevada? Why? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? No. You want to come and visit? Why would you like to come and visit? What kind of home are you looking for in the area? You just want a book, don't you? Thank you very much. Your name?
Thank you, Laura.
Laura, thank you, Laura. Okay, did everyone understand what just happened? Laura and I exchanged information. I got information. Laura didn't find out anything she was really looking for from me. Again, answering questions with questions is yet another way to negotiate and gather information. Now be careful to what degree you do so, because some people go, wait a minute, you're not answering any of my questions. You can say, you're right. Does that bother you? No. Okay, move it on. Always think about how you're going to frame a negotiation. You want to give the other person with whom you're negotiating your aspect, your perspective of what that negotiation is going to look like to you, while taking into consideration what it is that he wants from the negotiation. As you do so, you want to put meat around the frame that you've created. If you can do so successfully, you have a much better chance of negotiating down the path upon which success lies. Now, how many of you like to negotiate and win what it is that you're shooting for? Of course, exactly. Well, there's one other thing to consider. Always try to strive to make sure the other person is happy with the outcome of the negotiation. Because if the other person is not happy with the outcome of the negotiation, that person may find a way to back out of the deal in the end, okay? Now, also consider that person's perspective. Just because we assume that something is reality in our world does not necessarily mean the person with whom we're negotiating makes the same assumption. So we have to get their value system. If we get their value system, we then know how to address them from the perspective that they see the world. If we can understand how they see the world, we can paint a nice little pretty picture with them in it and the outcome that they actually seek. Observe this quick little video as far as what reality is to these folks.
I figure 75% to you, Panma, and 25% divided between the 5 of us. Yida, Crowbar, myself, Tom, and the baby. That makes 5% for each one of us.
Billy, you're cheating yourself. If there's 25% divided among the 5 of you, that's 14% apiece.
Oh, no, listen, Pa. I wouldn't cheat you. You know I wouldn't. Now, look here. I'll show you. Let me rub this out here. And now, 25 divided by 5 is 5. You see, 5 won't go into 2, will it? No. But 5 goes into 25 5 times, you see?
No, you're wrong, Billy. Now, I'm pretty good mathematician. Now, 5 into 25, 5 won't go into 2, will it?
No.
But 5 goes into 5 once. Now, we didn't use the 2 before, so we bring it down here. Now, 5 into 20 goes 4 times. There you are. 5 into 25, 14.
No, look, Pa. Let me prove it to you now by multiplication. 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25.
Really, I'm surprised you're learning.
Huh?
I'm surprised that you're learning. Now I'll show you. 5 times 14 is 25. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 1 is 5. 25. That's it.
No, look, Ma. Look, you're wrong there because I'll prove it to you. We'll put down 5 14s here. 14. There. Now I'll prove to you by addition that 5 14s is not 25. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There you are. Better brush up, Billy. I don't want to see you boys cheated.
You see what I mean about someone's perspective? So now, let me ask you, how many times does 5 go into 25? It depends upon with whom you're negotiating, right? Because you would adapt a different strategy if you were negotiating with folks that truly did think 5 went into 25. You wanted to bond with them and to actually let them know that you were working on behalf of their best interest. Okay, now it's your time. How many black dots do you see in the round circles? Oh, no. Oh, yes. Come on, come on. Yes, no, no. It's changing. That's right. That's just like what occurs in a negotiation. Negotiations are very fluid. What has occurred this moment will influence what occurs the next, but it will not be the same. So by being able to be a better negotiator, you can actually learn to read body language and enhance the outcomes that you seek in life, enhance also your personal perspectives, and enhance your future. Now, one thing that I always do when I present is to make sure that I bring my own fan club. So with that, I want to say thank you to all of you, and I look forward to seeing you later on. There's my fan club. Thank you.
You got off early.
And I gave you time back.
Wow, you
How do
got
you
off
like
early.
me now?
Good job. All right. I love those ladies with the 5 and 14 and stuff like that. That was great. Now, he actually got off early, so give him a